Okay, that should be everything. Excellent. Welcome. I know it's been a while, but I'm BogMod. We're playing FF14, streaming again, going through the Endwalker storyline now, and we are in the underground Nerdland. Yes, the land of the scholars, the Charlayans, and their underground. Well, farm slash animal sanctuary type place. And we're trying to figure out, what are the Charlayans up to? I think they're planning to flee the planet. But I think, in character, we haven't figured out their scheme yet. Oh, I'm riding a shark man. I'm okay with this. The full report, warts and all. Yeah. I'll go back over here when we reach the next crystal for easy teleportation around the map. You know, the fact they built this and an artificial sun really speaks to a high level of technical understanding. Really does rival in some ways what the Garleans do. What idea do you have? The colossal wall-like structure is the Logisticon Beta. Okay, what climate control center? Its own lifts. All right. Best. If only Grahan has advantage spell were here. Oh, there are other ways of turning invisible. Uh-oh. Hippity hop, my little toads. Oh, no! Goodness. Ah, the frog of light. Ishtola. If you're going to turn me into a frog, at least please do that with my consent. Oh, poor distracted Kryle. Where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. Yeah, thanks for asking my opinion about this. All right. Creature throw to people. Expire. You straight to far for the objective. Okay. Come on, Alpha Frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Please pay no attention to the three frogs and the Allegan Orb of Doom. The noise they make as they hop along. Okay, stay away from that guy. Hippity hoppity. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Hey, Alpha Toad! I mean, I could like Alpha Frog more. But we'll take it. I was trying to tell you that this is the wrong way. Ribbit. Turns face north. Alright. Hey, we discovered a new location. Go me. There we go.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment.
Yeah!
What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
I don't know if I'd accept that, Aaronville.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
Yeah, not a bad point.
A fair point.
Yeah.
Your concerns will be conveyed to the forum.
That's a reasonable enough response from both of them. Does he know what we are? Hey. Look at our little eyeballs. Wiggling around.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
I would really like it if they they leave these three frogs here, and then they flash to the three of us in a different spot, watching him going, what was he doing? It would amuse me. It would be a fun little play on things. Oh, no, but it's us.
did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Aw. I think it would have been hilarious. Still, we've learned vagaries. Momentous duty. Could run the direct involvement of the form and the commitment of all its resources. The Gleaners have not been told. Yeah. Leave me alone, Big Toad. Request to collect. I should probably at least collect them. Where's Cryle? Went back to the farm, eh? Cryle. Cryle? Alright, well, while we're here, collect these. I do indeed have the steely eyes of an adventurer. One who looks death in the eye does not flinch. Me. Alright. Dark brown mud from the rift. Alright. Ooh. Oh, dearie me. My sweetest shaggles. Ah, one of the Archaon's precious samples has fled. Let's see. This is Noelle Tia. Alright. Hey, isn't it Graha Tia? Are these guys like cousins? What's the naming system they use? A young troll, eh? Okay. Jeez. Alright, delivery. Can I see what's it? Oh, it's getting old! Plant these experimental seeds in nearby fields. Okay. If you planted one seed, you've planted most of them. Okay. Parboloi from the Studium. Experience some fungi. The 33rd facet, the shaft throwing with horrible things. Okay. Red can. Okay. We have an illustration. That will be useful, I imagine. Okay, so we're going to head into here. Oh, I see mushrooms. But the blue... Well, let's take a little look at our picture. So, let's see. They're definitely... The blue mushroom are not the right mushroom. No trolls? It's what? Well, there's a red mushroom, but it looks like it comes in a trio. So we'll ignore that one for now. But we'll keep it in the back of our mind for later. Again, it's just one mushroom, so I'm going to ignore it for now. It's not tall and spindly. Nowhere. Still nowhere. Oh ho! A trio of red mushrooms, one of them all bent looking. Too tall. There we are. Foodie Rich saying, I stole the car! I'm sorry. And I like to think that I borrowed it. I'll give it back. It's just a borrowing. Like I've said before, I enjoyed the driving around on the bro trip aspect of Final Fantasy 15. It was a fun car. Getting all the musics and little add-on to the car. It was a good time. Troglophile deep. It's not mud. Oh, it's poop, isn't it? It's always poop in these games. The brown mud that isn't mud. What is it? Slash lookout? There we go. Troglophiles deep. Breeding ground for certain separating species and research efforts. Including a study into creating fertilizer from the subject's phosphorus-rich excrement. Yeah. It's what I thought it was. It always is. And this wouldn't be an MMO without a collect poop quest. Well, actually, you know what? We'll just skip this and get right back up there. You could have seen it in Mornvale Forest. Okay. See. All right. Yeah, I'll take my pay. And my money. That's not a bad little chunk of change. Though from what I've read, if you really want to make money, you got to play the market. You just got to hop between realms, buying where it's low, selling where it's high. Things like that. The one made with a beetle larva. Alright. What the? A level 90 green Archon. Huh. Aren't you a friendly looking plant? I don't know what that little symbol over its head means. It's probably like some special rare enemy that you need a group to kill. I guess? Probably? Maybe? You know what? Let's find out. Excuse me. That or it means it's just a random enemy that doesn't get angry at you. Maybe it's just a symbol that it's a passive enemy? Alright, well. Either way, it's not trying to pick a fight with us, so we're not going to pick a fight with it. Oh, actually, before I do this, I need the power of my burb. Come to me! Thank you. My wizard bird. Oh, look at the little guy. Pretty adorable. Pretty adorable. Did he just say... Did he just call him a buffoon? Oh, look at that little face. Okay, it's not a threat. I must do something. Grr. You know what is the threat? Grr, you can understand me? Yeah. Wait, you really communicate with him? I don't know if this is the power of the echo at work. Such a skill before. He's born in Labyrinthos, abandoned by his mother in quite the state by the time we found him. He's super smart for his kind. Alright. I see making gestures indicating me reading the tomes here. He's just copying those around. I think he was actually understands speech. Yeah, I'm sort of special. I'm kind of a big deal, maybe. Oh, he even knows about the echo. So, general sentiments? Yeah. You've said power from the tomes in the Archaean. Okay. Let's see if knowledge. And he makes no effort to engage with it. Oh, buddy. If only you knew what he was saying. Some gleaners managed to bring woodworms with them during a visit. And caused representatives in the facility. Alright. Woodworms. Oh, dearie me. That guy's pretty cute. I do like how his face is much... His mouth is much wider than you think it is. Plus, I mean, we're getting our little, travel ether point things. Alright, Shaggles. Well, pesticides, fair. Resistance to those pesticides. Some new species of Vilekin. Okay. I wonder what he thinks about being called Shaggles. Ooh, here's a question. Can I take you to the agronomics? That'd be nice if I could. Nope. That's a shame. Is there a faster way down? It's a lift operator. Aw, boo. Boo! Alright, floating chair it is. I'm still not fully sure what's up with Kryl yet. And clearly something's afoot. I don't think it's just going to be like, oh, they're a little tired, they need a nap. Maybe they've been poisoned by the forum? Some slow-acting poison? You know, because they're asking too many questions? Yeah, it's little versions of that big guy we saw up top. Oh, hello. How do I get up to you? Or presumably once I can fly down here, I can. Habitat. Cling to a Thavnarian tool. Okay. Delivered by a Rogden Gleaner. Okay. You know what? I can leg shackles. Here's your poop, buddy. Expect objects to the soil to make it more fertile. Quite ingenious. Yeah, there we are. I'm sure they said the droppings resemble mud, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, well, yeah, good luck with your mushrooms, buddy. Do I have to go back up there again? I don't know if I want to. I'll put that off till later. His party went developing new seeds. Fair enough. $5.15 on our necklace. All right, we'll use that. All right, let's go find our missing crab. Cryo. Psyche and Phobos. That sounds like Greek. Trial. Man, maybe they went back up here where they got distracted the first time. There you are. Staring at the flowers. Oh yeah, those flowers.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Ooh.
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course,
Oh.
but...
Talk about Heidelin?
Thank you.
Ah, it is Heidelin.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest
Oh,
enchantment.
and I hear that one theme playing in the background.
It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
Isn't Walk Free one of the lines from the song that gets sung during the big cinematic Dalamud falling on the Dalamud battle? Walk free. I think it is.
That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction.
She's saying it is. Yeah, see? It's a good I really like the whole musical piece. It's a good one. So that whole little that Bahamut bit, well done.
Darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go.
Careful, Kral, you'll get tempered doing that. But I suppose we can fix that these days.
Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower.
I wonder if they did the whole cure people of tempering thing, what would that do to the echo?
Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Oh.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian, a group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed
The
ourselves
true
to an
caretakers
effort
of
that demands
wisdom.
the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What, then, is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
If only we'd still been frogs. You wouldn't arrest a frog, would you? Or sorry, an alpha toad.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
I like that. I like the circular kind of spirally design.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
Good callback to his time when he was running things on the First.
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Ooh. Do you think he's under a geese and can't talk of it?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle?
We literally don't know what your vital work is, so hard to say.
We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
I like this guy. I like his arguments. He's raising good points.
If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
I think his biggest point that just asserting what you're doing, but not actually ever providing reasons, is never going to, especially students of knowledge, it's never going to stop them from trying to figure things out.
Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
He's basically saying, all right, fine. But we're still going to stop. It's not a lot of hands. I guess it's pretty middle. Not exactly a decisive vote.
I count 51 for and 48 against.
Oh.
The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Does rather stifle our activities here, though. Yeah, I mean, we can head to the Ethereal Sea, I suppose, and try and figure out. Yeah, we can figure out what's going on there instead. Might be our only option. Perhaps we can learn what caused them to do it. Expense for his own family. Stay. Who is it? Oh, it's their mother! Ameliance? Levelier. Mother, please! Where was his father do here? What kind of relationship do you think her and him have? What do you think your dad would do? Best of terms at the moment. Disney Mandolins again. Come to the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Alright. I think we should go. 100%. I want to see... Yes, it's me, the Shalasara. So we need to suffer the... Your dad's really kind of turning out to be a dick. I'm sorry to say. Turn us the fandom that. Oh, what their relationship is? Interesting. Fair enough. I'm curious to see what else comes up from this then. Don't take no for an answer, indeed. Yes, we will go visit your mom. No peek into our private chambers. Thank you very much. Perfectly neat and tidy. Oh, fair enough. I am. You know what? I am 100% okay with respecting people's privacy. Well, this is as far as we're prepared to wander alone. Nearby, keep a watchful eye. Different worlds, even. Our spy. At that exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. Interesting. Interesting. What changed him? Oh. An actual person. Oh, he did a little curing magic. That's a cute little bit of backstory to the kids. I gotta say, though, didn't like the comment about the servants we made to suffer his wrath.
Welcome home, my lady.
Ten servants waiting at the door. This does kind of remind me. Next time I do end up making a tabletop RPG character, I think I do want to play someone who's just stupidly well off. Your vast palace of a home? Yeah. House Levelier in all its grandeur.
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
New outfits for them, maybe?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter.
No.
Their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, Since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
I mean, I am pretty amazing.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Oh, sure, I'll tell you about when we met in Ascian and saw the end of the Ancients, how about? That's a fun story. I got to see a view of the planet from space. Well, so that was neat.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Oh, it is a new outfit.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alpha now.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore.
Oh, past the age where she dresses you identically.
And while I shall miss dressing you in those
exactly.
outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Oh, she's being a good mom.
See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I don't know about the shoulder chains perhaps being the most practical, but I like his. You know what? I like his outfit more of the two. I like his fit better.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me, Master Alphino.
Oh, those are the new class thing.
Are these?
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Aw, good mom.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We can only have common ground once we have some more knowledge of one another. But if they keep hiding everything, it'll be difficult to do that.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Well, I did enjoy the mom of the twins. That was a fun little scene. Good to see the care and affection she clearly has for her kids. Though the comments about Dad, still don't know there. It's a content of your private conversation, yeah. Hello, did I miss you earlier? I guess I did. Journey's End. And now where am I going? Valdesian Annex. Alas, no reconciliation yet. Oh, Stinian. Just relaxing, leaning in as usual. All right. Now we shall share the collective information from the two trips and see what we can conclude.
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter.
Yeah, there we go.
Then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Lunar Ifrit.
But what if I beat up their lunar summons?
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus, the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
I am in agreement with your reasoning.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Cryo, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
Let's go with this one. Hey, he's got new zappy stuff.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
Fair enough.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
All right. Sounds like we've got an adventure planned. So I could turn these in, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna turn those in, and then we'll hop back over to advancing the main plot. But a little interesting that they put their crystals in a pool of water like this. Oh. I always do like it when we have a real plan rather than just like, we'll figure things out. Hey, frog. How do we get down here then? Is this trick going to be really requiring a very long plummet? Oh, no. I can't even plummet. Alright, then let's zip over here. We'll turn that in. Yeah, so it's clear. It feels clear to me that they've discovered sufficient information. They think saving the world is an impossibility, but surviving the end of the world is manageable. And thus will take their the one option they think is available to them. That's my read on the situation, at least. And I guess it justifies their actions more or less. Certainly makes their actions understandable. How do I get down? Can I get down? That was blocked off. Guess I'd have to go all the way around. Oh, it's annoying. So like I mentioned before, I'm fine in games when characters don't just be like, well, you know what? If we try, it'll work out. And that's their plan. Is if they just try and keep pushing, that will fix things. Everything will just fall into place, no matter the threat, no matter the doom. All right? While it often works in games, I'm, and it's a game, and that you can be allowing for that sort of thing. I'm not going to criticize groups who, take a more realistic view, maybe. You know what? While I'm here, can I just add this little chunk to my map, please, game? Make my map a bit prettier. No? Apparently not. Okay. So with that in mind, like I said, I'm certainly not upset with the idea that they have gathered sufficient information that they think the world will end, that the end of the world could not be stopped, and that they're going to take what measures they can to survive the coming doom. Right? If you take a ferry or a boat, you wouldn't be pleased to hear them go, no, you don't understand. We have no lifeboats. Because, if there's a disaster, we'll figure out something. You'll all be safe. Don't worry about it. No. Doesn't quite work like that. Alchemist Outpost, the great work. Ah, Thavnir, yes. Exposed to so many alchemic concoctions. Okay. Listen for a bit. Closely monitored, of course. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's quickly zip on over to hand those fruits over. That's actually something I quite like about... So one of the other games I'm playing right now, Trails, part of the Trails series of games. The first few games really... They're pretty standard JRPG fare. Very much power, friendship, yada yada yada. But it kind of they went too far on the whole like no one is ever really in danger. There's one point where this super AI built a kill sat, right? And it used a giant death satellite laser beam to destroy an entire military outpost in a single shot. Like, you know, the hole in the ocean, you know, just a black bottomless pit was all that remained. But then the very next scene, they're like, oh, there was repairs going on at the base, so there wasn't a single person there. And it was just like, you can't do things like that without killing any feeling of suspense. Like, I don't need people to be dying, you know, all over the place, but like, you know, it's happened. Characters have... We've lost people through these storylines. People can be lost. It adds enough seriousness, right? Delivered. Alright. We're delivering other things. Maybe I can add a little more to my map though still. Oh, someone's getting involved in the... We got woolies. I don't really care about this. Percent. Acid in flight, shepherd's fight. You know, I never do these. Why don't... Maybe... Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will get involved. Oh, alright. Oh, I could level sync. Sure, why not? We'll level sync, and I will lend a hand. Did I hurt one of the sheep? Yay! I did a thingy. Got the gemstones. Right, those are a thing. Alright. And away we go. Oh, I'm in spooky form. There really should be a teleport crystal there. Ah, well. So let's do some wild guessing about. So they went to they said the Ethereal Sea. What do we think that they found there? Could be some ruins of the ancients, giving them some clues as to what's going on. Some information about Heidelin, perhaps? Time travel, I suppose, could be an answer. There might be, like, someone else time traveled, left some records about the future. Have some cheese, good sir. Oh, the golden cheese. What resistance to it? Yeah, I'm gonna say you can make a stronger pesticide. A luncheon towards poison gland. All right, I've seen those on the road. Oh, he's really calling you a buffoon all the time. Poor guy. I'm always reminded of going back to the whole idea about, like, not just relying on the power of friendship. The first Grandia game has a great example near the end where, like, it seems to be the end of the world. The military has an idea on how to stop this apocalyptic event based on what stopped it last time. It does require the sacrifice of a friend. The main character, of course, doesn't want to sacrifice their friend, but they have no, like, plan on how they could actually achieve stopping the end of the world. And they kind of get called out on it, like, hey, you gotta. What do we do? And he's like, I don't know. We'll figure something out. And in the face of, like, actual plans with realistic understandings of the situation, no one accepts his proposal. Just, try. And it's only until later, when he has something else, something concrete, that they're willing to try a different method than the sacrifice plan. It's good storytelling, I think. Behold, filled with the deadly toxin and smells of it too. Oh, I just keep looking at my chat and saying, don't ask the fandom that. And I really think, I need to ask the fandom more about this. Oh. Director Noelle here. I wonder what she's going to think of the explanation. Well, seems accepting of it so far. Well, well, on the other hand, you've got these horrible worm parasites. What is your alternative plan? Ah. Grrr. I mean, another chance. Once his marbles were destroyed. Yeah, yeah, the fumes will cause some environmental damage, but what about the book loss? Is it addressing me? Yes. Solution. That's a weird requirement. You are forbidden from working with people. Still looks adorable, though. Not quite the Great Serpent of Ronka adorable. But pretty adorable. Like trolls tend to perk up when someone pets them. Oh, alright. Your quest to go pet the adorable little fuzzy guy. Shaggles. What are you doing? I'm not a dog. Oops. What the girl was that? Perhaps petting him again will do the trick. Alright. More pets. Grr. Hee 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 hee. Aw, he feels a little bit better. I don't know. Because about unleashing a super. I mean, I wouldn't say you nearly destroyed the ecosystem. Might have done a little damage when the fumes got out, but that doesn't mean you've destroyed the entire ecosystem. Yeah, I'm not a researcher, ergo. And the especially good ones. Yeah, you know, let's go with weaknesses. Probably be freezing temperatures. Too cold. Frost damage when the moisture in the air freezes. Wait, the air. Deprive the air they need to survive. Gas when you pour hydrochloric acid on limestone. Alright. Alright. We'll gas the worms. All right. I think when we finish this little bit, I'll take a short little break. We're approaching 2 hours. You know, just stand, refill my drink, stretch the legs a bit. I can't imagine there's too much more to be done after we get this one handled. I really hope we get Shaggles at the end of this. Manigers. Gas the room. Grr. You know, I don't know as long as I can remember. To recall that I constantly questioned my parents. Probably what led them to giving up on me altogether. The same intelligence or belligerence. Somebody's been brought here. Made me interesting, I suppose. First person I've been able to have it. Oh, such a lonely life for him. For the longest time. His books were my only friends, my loyal companions, and a window for which I gazed upon the outer world. So I can stand by and let them be destroyed. But you recognize that I might become a researcher of my own right. Well, that I'll protect the Archaeon. He's a good lad. Well done, yeah, success. You're an apprentice researcher. Oh, happy days for you, buddy. The very first project is a apprentice will be studying how to produce sounds just like your kind do. Learn how to speak with you. Well, if I can offer a suggestion, Shaggles, while you work on that, try writing. Get a little piece of paper and a notepad. What he thinks of me. Big shake of red. He calls you a buffoon regularly. Do I use brutal honesty? Or... You know what? I'm going to go with brutal honesty this time. I'm sorry, buddy. Is that so? He's too angry. Come, let me pet you. No, come back. I feel that way about cats sometimes. It's like, no. I want to pet you. Don't walk away. Just come back. Let me pet you. Oh. No Shaggles for us, though. Alright. So, like I said, going to take a short break. Just stretch my legs a bit, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Definitely will be coming back to meddle with Charlian soon enough. All right, everyone, welcome back. Got my leg stretch in. And I think we'll be doing a oh, Garlemald, eh? Interesting to put this on the map. Yeah, I think we'll have time to get probably, I assume, a dungeon. Possibly a raid. Before we, as kind of our last main thing for today. Tower of Zot, and from what we've seen, we might see some Mega Sisters. There's that evil Tower of Evil. Though it depends. Sometimes when I try and sign up for a raid or whatnot, there's like, and the delay will be an hour. And it's like, maybe that'll be... It depends what it says when we queue up. If it's going to be a super long instance, I will just put it aside and we'll do it fresh when we do the next time we play. Otherwise, I will try and get it done today. Lord. Stand by the boat. Did you really have trouble? I think I'll stick to boats. Oh well. You all had to suffer what we did. Hey, little dragon boy. Little homunculus. Here we are. We got the magic scales that'll protect us from being tempered. Finally can break your monopoly on the primals. You know what? I'm still happy to do it. I rather enjoy punching them in the face. Two groups, the healer group and the defense smashing group. Thevenarian myth. Yeah, the Mega Sisters, right? It does. I will admit, it does feel like more and more they've kind of adapted the storyline to being like, oh, yeah, you wanna play the MMO on your own? That's okay. Like right now. Which I suppose does help in that I don't have to wait, 20, 30 minutes to do some of these, which I have had trouble with before. Oh, it is the Tower of Zot music from FF4. Nice. Oh, I'd recognize this music anywhere. FF4, possibly my favorite of the classic Final Fantasies, the early ones. Though in FF4, the Tower of Zot is more techno-based, rather than this kind of fleshy mixture it goes for. A summoning hath begun. Oh, yeah. It's the Menuzi. Yeah. Yep, that's definitely that's the Mega Sisters. So in FF4, the Tower of Zot is a giant tower that connects the underworld, like not like the realm of the dead, but like it's a hollow planet, right? So there's an underground kingdom, terrain, all that sort of stuff, and it connects the surface with the underground. And the evil villains get up to trouble there. Who are you? Mindaruva. Gone from our tower. Oh, so what I have a feeling we're going to do is we're going to fight them one at a time. Alright, we'll fight them one at a time, and then we'll fight the three of them together.
You cannot stop us!
You underestimate me!
Oh, I didn't run fast enough. Let's try this again.
Let's give them a show!
I think that gets me the win. There we go. Oh, yeah. And she runs off rather than fighting us. Oh, level 88. I should be using this, right? Too long was I stuck with my lower level skills. I'm unfamiliar with how to properly work soul so into my rotation. I have to look up later. What's the right rotation to do? Zot Umbril. Well, that's a neat design. It's got a weird toothy slime monster. Oh, so that's one perk when you're doing something like this. You can kind of go back to the prior game and really just kind of draw upon inspirations for monster looks. Oh yeah, so see what I mean? I should have used that first. Ah, I just keep thinking back to the Final Fantasy IV version. Your first trip there when you're trying to save Rosa. Well, I'm busy taking prisoners. And of course, you have to make a second visit to the place at a later point. But instead of coming from the top of the tower, you go in from the bottom. It's an evil mad scientist. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to see an evil mad scientist in here. Earrings of Slaying. $520 versus $515. There is second sister. Oh, I see what the bombs do. Okay. She got me with a paralysis. Illusory magics. This should do it. Two down. Just a pale imitation divinity in the end. I suppose these are the lunar Magus sisters rather than the real ones. Ooh. Look at that thing. Zot Predators. Oops. Oh, takes me back to that SNES era. I wonder if we're going to. The Giant of Babil is ever going to make an appearance in FF14 now. An amulet of slaying. One more fight.
Cannot stop us! You're mine!
I feel like those guys with little ridey wheels built in them. They look familiar. Oh, never mind. There was one more fight. That's number 6. So close, we got this.
You're mine! You cannot stop us!
You underestimate me.
I do like the robot designs. I like that they keep the whole little branding of the Garleans. Well, oh. The caution must protect the tower. Harbingers elect the Magus Sisters. Now, in the original fight, let's see. Is there any strategy to fighting them? Let's see. Because in one of the versions, in the FF4 version, if you didn't kill a specific sister first, you should bring back the other ones. Which one is it? It's the middle sister, I think. Yeah, this sister's the one we gotta kill. was quite the move. Almost got her down. There we are, one down. Big success, really. Now it's just the eldest sister, the tallest sister who must die. Woo! We did it, everybody. And then before they get summoned again, gotta smash the core. Oh, wind up Maga Sisters. Essentially 3 minions for 1. Great value. Neat.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Ishtola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
What's in the... There's something inside it, isn't there?
Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core.
Ooh, see? I guessed what's in it. Could be a lot of things. A lot of people.
Man's limb.
Oh. A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Whose limb is in there? body part did they shove in this thing? Who have they harvested to do it?
The end of it.
Well, except, you know, if you guys remember you're surmising, if the tower's created out of magic, what happens when you stop the magic?
That the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction.
Yeah, there we go.
Doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Oh, nope, looks like we're all okay. Except for the sand. I mean, we hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
What happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. Tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Oh, he tired himself out doing a wizardry.
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
Mm-hmm. But what of the arm? Or limb? Leg, maybe?
Ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Little catnap.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
Ah, magical therapy.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
It's our friend who got locked up in the tower when we first investigated the place. Alright, well, you know what? I think we're going to call things there, because I think we're going to have a lot of new plot revelations once we go through with this. Or at least, plot advancement. And you know what? Taking on that tower, fighting the Magus Sisters, good way to end things, I think. Thank you all for watching. Do share your thoughts and comments down below. those of you who watch today and those of you who watch later. And have a great day.